Hey, 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 my tribe. This is Queen Amina Black Love coming at you with a review from Ready to Love Season 3, Episode numero 3. Just want to start with the guys who made their experience this week. Booted this week, we had David. He was sort of in his own way, um, kind of selfish, made that known, and didn't see himself for who he was, so he got booted this week. Number two is the old man in the club, Raymond. He got booted this week. The guy said that, hey, I don't want to be the old man in the club type of thing. I'm really looking for love, want to settle down, and then turned around and said, what is marriage? I don't want to do that. So he was booted this week as well. I want to follow that up by talking about the top runners, the front runners, I think, in the show. Of course, Denise, as she says, she just has a presence. She enters the room, she's strong, she knows who she is, she knows what she wants, not afraid to say it out loud, and she also has that Aunt Viv vibe, mom number one from Fresh Prince. I like her. Next is Joy. She's just a total package. I mean, we haven't saw a lot of her personality, but when you look at her, that puts her at the top runner. She's got crazy swag. She owns her swag, as she said herself. So I like her. I think she'll be around for a while. Now, I put Simone in the top four runners because she's already been in the bottom, and it's because I think she came out being phony, not really being who she was, trying hard to fit in. She's gave us her sob story, so that's given us a little bit of who she is. So I think with that, in addition to her looks, and she has the body, she'll be around for a while. Adriana, I think her is just because of her youth. She's a young tenderoni. She's easy on the eyes. So if she's booted, it'll be because of something she does. But I think she'll stay around, for a while. Top runners, forerunners for the men, of course, Calfani. Like the girl Shay said, he likes everybody and everybody likes him. He's got the physical attributes to hang around. For me, I'm kind of getting a, all brawn, no brain type of vibe from him. I think he's rehearsed. He's maybe given lines, but he's at the top of the bunch. Anthony, he's a slow burner. Haven't learned a lot about him, but he did get to show off what he's working with as far as body goes at the pool this week on this episode. So I think he turned a few heads. So I think he's going to be, like part of the top pick right now. And the same thing with Brian. He's a slow burner too. He's not, out front trying to catch all the attention, but he's likable. He's really likable. So I think he's going to be one of the top runners to look at as well this season. And then as far as connections being made, we've seen this connection between Nyya and Chris, and you notice they're not even our top runners. But I think the strategy in this game is you get everybody to like you, or you find that one special person to connect with and make a storyline. So then, you get to hang around because you got a storyline because you've connected. A few other notable connections, of course, is Rashid and Adriana. And Rashid, he's one again who's not in the top runners because he just is not very likable. And I think she ended up with him because she knew him. She even said she ghosted him. So it wasn't that much interest, but that's her connection on the show. Kelfani and Denise, I think, were an obvious match because they're both into, the physical, keeping up the body, training and being in fit shape. So if they have nothing else to talk about, they have those things in common. So that was an easy match. One that's not so notable and maybe not noticeable is Jay and Joy. But I think they make a very cute couple. Again, he's not even one I talked about earlier. He's not a front runner. We don't know a lot about him. Haven't seen a lot of his personality. But remember, they all have a chance to develop as the show goes on. So I think they would make a really, really, really cute couple. So I'm interested to see where that goes. Some of the casts that are not so notable, that you may even forget about, that I, had to pull up pictures to try to remember who they are, because remember they started with 10 men, 10 women. Jay, I just talked about him. He's connected to Joy, sort of in the background, not someone we're seeing a lot of so far. Alicia started out with a boom, because she came out her line where she's a big, beautiful, woman, curvaceous woman. She sort of went in the background a little bit. Edwin, don't know anything about him at all. I can't remember anything notable that happened with him on the show. But again, they've got time to develop. Now, Shay, she's the one I talked about before. I've seen her in something before. If you know, put down in the comments where she's from. I've seen her before, but I don't know what her role is on the show. She's not trying to connect with anybody. I really haven't seen her even try to make a hit on somebody. So I don't know what her role is in the show. And then here's Danny. She was kicked out on the very first or the second episode, but first elimination. She's the homegirl, and they're not looking for homegirls, so she was out. This guy was pretty much putting people to sleep. People were taking cat naps when he talked. So he was the bore of the show, and of course he is now gone. So like I said, we've got more than a few more episodes to go. There's going to be a lot of developments as the episode goes. Now, guess whose feet these are being rubbed? If you didn't see the show, guess who those feet belong to? It tells you who she is. But as I was saying, we got more than a few more shows to go. The story still has to develop. And so there's going to be some switches. There's going to be some turns. And I really don't know what to predict at this point. I would like to make some predictions with who will end up with who. I think Jay and Joy are a pretty safe couple, and I would say they'll go, to the top, to the end of the show, because they make a pretty good couple. Now, as far as Calfani and Denise, I don't know, because like I said before, he likes everybody, everybody likes him. So she's going to have some challenges. I will predict that. So anyway, y'all, get in the comments. Let me know what you think about this episode and what you think we'll be looking at in the following episode. We've got a way to go, and I'm just interested. Really interested in seeing how it's going to turn out. So as always, thank you all for watching. Thank you for joining me. Please hit that like button, share it, subscribe. This has been Queen Amina Black Love. Much peace and love to your day. Bye.